Good morning. Good morning, folks. This is the TBS, the Truth Breakfast Show, 961, the Highlands of Liberia. Well, good morning, November 18. Welcome to my viewers' biggest breakfast show, cutting across the 15 counties in the land and grass of the Republic of Liberia. The love of liberty brought us together. Let justice be done to all. Good morning, folks. Right, we'll see every breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. Looking just everywhere in the street. The street are so packed, man. Hey, no tricycle, no vehicles. What's going on? Monday morning. Good morning, His Excellency the President, as he gets set to leave for Sierra Leone today. Well, it's good that you wish your leaders well. Good morning, my name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Roberts. Marka Davis together, serving breakfast up to 10. So much to talk about, but you know what? In the midst of all what we do, schedule price. It's scheduled price of the fire service. It's scheduled price with transport. It's scheduled price with the police. To prayer this morning. Good morning, folks. Good morning. Good morning. It's a very edition of the TBS. Monday morning. Yes, start your day right. Let's get going on the Monday. Good morning, my friend. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. I'm doing great. We kind of another week, so we doing all good. Yes, good morning to all of you who have joined us this morning, and I hope you also had a wonderful
Yeah, yeah. Ah, you had a good one.
yeah the weekend.
Yeah, well, not until this morning, what I saw in the traffic. Very surprising thing I saw in the traffic this morning. Well, have you? Good morning. We have a running edition of the breakfast show this morning. It's 15 minutes up to 8 o'clock. Because of the things of the traffic, Liverpool is going to come with this help tip. Please don't go in fast. Okay? Don't go in the majority of black flag. Yeah, don't go for black flag. Yes, thanks so much for visiting Liberia. The delegates of otherwise, and then left with nothing going back. I'm yet
Mm.
thinking if we do have a problem, we do want to. Let's go to ECOWAS for good majority black. The parliament team for ECOWAS was nothing concrete. It's just talk like that. I think if we do have a problem, you want to go to it. Yes, let's go have those first passage.
Yes, so again, this show is proudly sponsored by Orange Liberia and Bank Liberia Limited. The equity comes shortly with the update this morning, followed by review of the local dailies. Just in passing through our talking points this morning, we'll recap the key highlights we've been, or highlights on issues we have been raising in recent days. For example, the card work issue, we've been talking about that. The DSTV no local content on the DSTV, we've been talking about that as well. Customers crash out huge money subscriptions, charges on DSTV, Stockholm, and NASA Ministry of Commerce yet to dispose of the rotting or spoiled price of K&K and Rani Brothers. India fully in charge of resident permits. Contact Global is now giving out resident permits to foreign nationals who are coming into the country. I mean, it's like the immigration service outsourcing its responsibility. ECOWAS delegates have left the country with some level of disappointment after meeting with majority bloc. What next? The recent role at the Algeria broadcast system have been just following
Mm-hmm.
Algeria details. The workers' union questioned DG Faton. Again, at 8:20 to 9:15 this morning, we tried to speak with members of the Liberian National Bar Association. We understand at about this time
Mm-hmm.
is their election, so we are bringing them here this morning to talk more about what's ahead for the Liberian National Bar Association election. So we have a couple of lawyers here this morning who will come to talk about the bar. The bar, one of the institutions that are really constructively jealous in this country.
The bar.
Yes, the
Well,
bar.
well organized.
Well organized.
Well organized. We are
Absolutely.
let's see if report is report.
Yes. So we have a couple of lawyers here, members of the bar.
If both is
Uh,
not coming,
we come here, we will have Councillor Ade Wedekekula,
okay.
Anthony Fasia Harris.
Okay.
Okay, we have Councillor King Harris as well as Councillor the upcoming ballot election. What I've noticed about the bar is that most of the time the past presidents were future presidents.
Okay.
Yes, and,
They have a
and,
history of
and
that.
yes, and the election thing is just one time. Yes, every one time you're gone.
And then, if you come out of constitution, say after
Yeah,
one
yes,
time,
yes, that's
it's,
what it is.
it's a good one.
Yes, we'll have the lawyers here this morning up to 9:15. 9:15 will bring you sports, entertainment, commercials brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Flight Limited. 9:20 to 10 o'clock. On the last segment of the show this morning, we talk about sports. What went wrong with the senior national team as our football qualification ended yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday. Nelson Yoko and David Nire.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will be here this morning for us to talk about sports. This morning, you'll see my technical
What's wrong?
ability in sports. You're just to see how I started my career with sports commentary. Yes, so we'll have Nathan and Nire here this morning to also talk about sports. In the midst of all country first, but on the line in Algeria.
And that is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a what you. Yeah.
Yes, so that's it. Thanks for joining us this morning. See us up to 10 o'clock this morning.
Great. Good lineup. And so Derek Cook is coming off his sculpture right now, but I just want to do a humble appeal before Derek can come up. And this goes out to the fire service. We appreciate Transport Ministry coming up with the inspection of the local industry. Yes. No prior announcement to everybody gets on the street right off. We want to appeal to the fire service for fire extinguisher. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Transport the country is very, 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 very hard. I don't know how many times did I say this. Very hard. But if someone have the, you should register your vehicle. I'm not saying I'm not encouraging you not to register your vehicle. Once you have the insurance, if they have the driving license all correct, give them some time. At least for people to this fire extinguisher. Or if the pricing shows the fire extinguisher, don't ask them where he's buying from. He wants to see fire extinguisher are two different people. Let's bring on David. David is calling you, he's trying to give me missed call
I
to
don't know what's
what's
happening.
happening with David
Yeah.
phone, man.
I don't know whether it's David's phone or it's my phone. I don't know. But David, please, you can call
Okay.
back.
David is calling my
Yeah.
David is I got Chinese. He called Marka with the text. Oh,
So who is on China and who is on what else? This is
be rebuking the man.
common 20. You don't know anything. Okay.
Correct.
When last are you want to leave? When last are you want to leave?
I
When
say
last?
when last.
Hindi na wani
Uh,
botota ina ina
Ellie was president. You know what I reckon? Who's the one last who won the league? It was the one. Yeah, but don't try to come out. You don't have fire extinguisher. That's why all your documents are correct. Don't come out yet. Too much, yo. Too much. Too much bread in the street. Mhm. Mhm. If you don't have the extinguisher, the park the vehicle. That's how you have your lessons, insurance, all type. Okay. You want to park your car? On on the people. Too much burden on the people. Great. Let's hear you. Take time. We'll figure BP go up. What kind of country? Let's hear what you have this morning. Yeah. The green apple or the red apple? Oh, great.
Avocado has vitamin E and K, and they support both the brain and bone health. All right. Number four, grapes. Grapes improve blood circulation and reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a decline in memory, thinking, and behavior. When you have an Alzheimer's problem, you forget too much, and to think properly is very difficult. But grapes can help you do that. Number five, that is actually dry fruit. Best known for some digestive six, pomegranate. This is also good to improve memory and also have cancer, especially cancers of the breast, prostate cancer. They can help the pomegranate be very easy. Number five, fuel. It protects the body from will really help for your stomach and to prevent uh, everything. Keep on talking because of whatever that is. Man, stop eating too much. Eat your food. It's much eat in your food. Per time. It's not for the for talking time. Uh, they could lead to when you go to that is the situation of being enlargement. When you have prostate enlargement, you eat too much pepper in this enlargement. You will have a burning sensation in your urine.
Okay. Aí, tá onde aí, o input
Oh
tá.
yeah, that sounds very crucial. That's
All right. Thank you. Have a good day. There are a couple of our health tips, a regular feature right here on the True Bright Fresh Race. A minute up to 8 o'clock. Let's follow what's making news from the print media. Yeah, so welcome to the review of the papers. I'll just go two from my end. The front page of the entire newspaper because of time suspended. Young Polo resigns from government meetings. It's on the front page of our company. How much trouble suffers in bungalows LPP? What's happening? Right? Long bungalow LPP, what's happening? In Raffle Cafe and Siwa Power troubles. Electrical photography is a Saudi story coming by Presidential Martinez. I'm saying this is Councillor Jones here, captain on the front page of the inquiry to grab copy of the paper and read the rest of the story. Go to the back page. Put jails are born herbalist in Dimba for what? Well, get a paper, see the read the rest of the story. Lone Star ends after joining at bottom place in Turkey. And the review from the inquiry this morning.
Yes, the winning voices, the newspaper deadlock ECOWAS failed to make a peace as two and anti-Pupa blocks remain adamant on Capitol Hill. The photographs for here, Gender Ministry launches training on gender responsive and participatory budgeting for public officials with the sub-story on the front page. Yes, I don't have the back page official.
Great. The New Republic, yes, the New Republic full mission is what captured on the front page of from the New Republic. Full mission. ECOWAS mediation phone calls on parties to adhere to legal framework. Well, Republic is strict, sponsored by strict, and also capture is the delegation of ECOWAS leaving on the front page. Capture on the front page of the New Republic. Marka urged to give up deal on 285 yellow machines. So some needs to reduce a boycott is captured. Yeah? Let's go back and go to the back page. Where is the back page? The back page of the New Republic. Yes. Uh, Local chief accuses LLA of illegal land sales in Margibi. But LLA officials refuse accusations. As well on the back page. Well, and reading students stage protest. Well, and the review from the Republic.
Let us do the Daily Observer. House impasse persists despite ECOWAS intervention. Well, the president of ECOWAS Parliament Mamunatu Ibrahima right here, as well as the Imbado speaker for Natikopa. I will prioritize price control, economic stability, Commerce and Industry Minister Designate Madam Madeline Dagoza declares this is a confirmation hearing. I'm seeing a photograph of her here from the Chicago. And still on the front page of the Daily Observer newspaper, former VP calls for respect for rule of law, acknowledges majority bloc and on capital to do the right thing. Joel Howard Taylor, former vice president, is captured right here. Waterfall client in court for nearly 9,000 acres of land. Let's go to the back page of the Daily Observer. Heated exchange court during US one hearing. That's the former Minister Samuel founded Wabas leadership to mediate in Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso crisis. WABA is the West African Bar Association. I'm seeing WABA's vice president, Bono Vama, who is also the secretary general of the Liberian National Bar Association. You have to right here on the back page of the
Is it outgoing? What going?
Well, Bono Vama, we will get to know, but I think he's stepping up to run for president.
That's
Yeah,
all. You sure?
I think so.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, so once you start a list of candidates from the National Bar Association.
Then they come in.
Okay. Yes, but they are very well organized. Yes. Thank you so much. Because of time, we just can't get a lot of the people this morning, but the stories are all interesting. All you have to do just get on the news here and get papers for $40 unlike for we should 50.
Twitter has no other than because then I changed the name.
Yeah,
Yeah, before I send out, we just pay the Twitter and pay.
so if you buy the 40 paper, you go for it.
Yeah,
So the other people just carry on to 50. This is why Jimmy telling now you carry people off to
then
50.
yeah, we have.
Yeah, have.
Yeah,
Yeah, there'll be no change. No thing like change. Anyway, yes, the show is proudly sponsored by Orange and of course the Pan African Bank. Echo Bank is proud to be associated with the two bright fashion. My name is O'Neill. Along with Marka this morning. Yes, our first starting point will have to do with uh, this cap with the Ministry of Transport. Just in passing. All right. I want to humbly appeal to fire service. You know, last week we had a good fight. And the fight was to make sure that the fight was to make sure that the Ministry of Transport takes over the inspection continually. And what happened? We took 2 days. Was it 2 days, right? Yeah, it was on Wednesday and Thursday. Without the information, the ugliest thing we saw on Tuesday, police and people crashing the fort. Yes, because all staff leaders, some of the views of 100,000. And we say, no, the leaders were giving up society. And we go back to the two acts that created the Ministry of Transport and that of the Liberian National Police. The act tells us that the police is just there to enforce, which of course they are doing this. That's good. And Transport Ministry are responsible to make sure they carry on all the inspections of vehicle registration, driving lessons, and other things. But I just want to appeal to fire service. Fire, fire service, fire service, fire service. Just look at the constraint of the traffic. Terrible. Barusu, both Avoa.
yeah.
Yeah, Barusu, uh, Bavoa,
Also, Bavo. Also,
Bavoa,
Bavo.
Barusu, Bavoa. I mean, none of the million. The million of you don't know Bavoa. He's the head of fire service. Look at the constraint. Look at the city. Look just everywhere. And furthermore, if someone have an extinguisher, don't compare them the same way you bought it. You want to see a extinguisher, so how can I show you one? I show you one. You're asking for it. What is it for? It's to protect the vehicle just in case you have a fire outbreak within the car. That's why it's there. But you cannot go to the extent. If the man crosses the police, cross vehicle registration, driving license, correct, and say get an extinguisher. Please give us a week or so. Who's suffering it? The ordinary Nigerian. Wasu, like you said, Wasua Bavo. I mean, that's familiar name. You don't get this confusing. You didn't get it. You want to abuse. Look at the streets. From tricycle, from motor vehicles, I mean, just everywhere. Today, transport ministry, people inspection. I mean, I avoid that.
Yeah, so I think considering the constraints that people are facing, the right to be done, I believe that at least these inspections to be done maybe separately, not to compound this kind of situation where people get provided with services and
Just like give it to Indian man. Look, this country with Joe Parker came to make the change and the difference. He must do it. If he doesn't, it will be bad. Have a
Mm.
God bless day.
Okay, great. So we'll say yet to see our guests on, but this the Liberia Broadcasting Center. I don't want to talk furthermore because in the near future, Marka or new one of us could be director general. You can't rule it out, right? But Honorable DG Fagon, I think coming up in the news for the wrong reason, it shouldn't be so. You and your deputies let us flowing back and forth all on the internet. It shouldn't be so. There are issues you can settle internally. I've been receiving lots of text messages from some of the workers union members, that we should speak up on this since we are independent network. So just settle your in-house thing. That is state radio. I mean, when you're there to serve, you're just there for a period of time. Let your reigning. What's this guy? Ambrose Bond. There
Mm-hmm.
are so many names that have passed through LBS and all today, they are all gone. You're not there forever. So please have a good working relationship with your colleagues. I mean, let's stop it like that. But the guests are not here yet. The Bar Association, let's pick the more calls. I'll speak to your leader. Good morning.
Good morning, people of you and Chief Marka.
Morning.
My name is Francis Goel, calling from Javier specifically. I'm one of the silent listeners, but today I am very moved to call because I am a taxi driver and the topic on the discussion is very, fascinating. Those
Mm-hmm.
guys, why would they put everything together at the same time? It is too stressful for we the drivers. To spray your car, to register your car, to get your license, to insure your car. That alone, if you calculate everything, not less than 400 per US dollar. So while the fire service people can wait a little bit, then after the inspection, at least just as you were saying, 2 weeks or so, so then they can come in. We can't appeal it today. It is too much for us. I mean, just look at it, just the logic in it. To insure your car, to do all of the work at the same time, it is not easy. It's not easy for us. We can't appeal it today. And at the same time, it will really be unreasonable. I mean, sorry for that expression, but it will be unreasonable. Some of them, because of money, they really be trying to make the situation difficult because of money. In order to extract money from people. Why you can't give her the chance to go and buy the fire service, the fire extinguisher from anywhere we buy it, but let them make sure so it is good, it is, work through. Instead of them forcing us to get the wood register somewhere or else, I don't even know the system, but I'm very worried. When I'm on my way in the travel, I'm worried.
Okay, thank you. So here is the situation as we anticipate our guests. This driver called me and said, "But everything I have the insurance, I have the driving lesson all correct, and I have the fire extinguisher, but I didn't bother from the fire service. Why is it my car will be parked? They want to see a fire extinguisher, so I presented them one. I mean, man, we can't keep doing this to our own people. Can frustrate the country. Look, government, you should have a stakeholders meeting before you come out to do anything. If there's inspection, the police, transport, and all those who involved in the inspection will sit on a round table. How do we go and collect lawful government taxes? But what means our people should pay taxes? Every one of all of the ministry and agency will not come out at the same time. That's what I'm saying. Some of you already, I mean, in government, you're not feeling it, but I'm talking about the ordinary masses. What I saw this morning, the entire Ghana, the people walking left and right with their kids. I mean, go and register your vehicle, but fire service, please hold on a little bit. Let's see who can get this other call on the line. It's 19 minutes down, 8 o'clock. We have to have the guest this morning. Let's pick
Yeah,
this call. Good morning.
now good morning, good morning to the listening audience. This FAS is calling from Sangar.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my first count in a way this morning. That's good morning on our photo family from Pakistan. On our photo family, there is need for the majority black and go back to don't mind their own district. China New continue to suffer her record. There is no school, there is no hospital, there's nothing going on. We voted you to speak for her. We didn't vote you for the Chinese to continue maltreating our record.
Are there complaints still coming from China Union?
China New continue to treat the record bad working taking place at China New working some now. This time the government decided to have a go slow the Twitter for all people working and talk to them for them to slow down. There is major work for the family and former district. So that everybody will believe that my church fly and go exactly home.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks all of your calls this morning. It's 8:20 in about a minute time. We'll bring on our guest on the first segment of the TBS, but just in passing, I mean, nowadays, now outsourcing just everything. And a part of our lawmakers, part of your oversight, we should be calling today. I'm so sick in this still trouble me that Contact Global is the one issuing resident permit for foreigners. We found a day to continue with this. I'm hearing another one coming for the visa. That another company to come in outsource issuing of Liberian visa again. So outsourcing just everything in this country. Yes, let's take a break, and in a minute, I'm a guy just to say he's not ready yet, so we'll bring on one of the most organized associations we have in the country. I feel jealous a little bit. We member of the press union. Yes, yeah, the bar is very.
We can do better.
Yeah, we can do better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hope so. Yeah, so as soon as he signals out, okay, we're good to go now. Okay, he's still saying we should hold on a little bit. So we squeeze in just one more call. There should be a complimentary call. Just squeeze in before breaking it hard on this first segment of the Two Breakfast Show, 961 FM. His Excellency leads for Sierra Leone this morning. Let's pick this call on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, O'Neill. How you doing?
Morning. Go ahead.
Yes, we don't want to from Chicago. My point is, for Eastern how they can run it right and reassign show. I have a fire stuff, but if I ask, do they expect me to go buy another one from their office?
Hmm.
Do they expect me to go buy another one from their office? Hey, yes, I want to know. Please have the office so we can do it.
You have a fire extinguisher already, right? You presented it.
Yeah.
Okay. Where you bought it from?
No, I didn't have it alone. I had a lot of inside my house.
Okay. So someone told me that the fire extinguisher too can get expired. I don't know. So what is the most updated one?
But you have to tell them now. You got to tell
That's
them.
why they need more awareness, announce, inform your people, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. We have to link up with our guests now.
Yeah.
Yes, I think time is fast spent, so we'll make up the time with them. This morning, yes, the Bar Association coming up on the show this morning. We have to get them on camera. As soon as we get them on camera, we'll put them live this morning. 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. Yes, I think we're good to go now. Are we good to go, Joseph? Yes. Good morning to all of you. Good morning. Are you calling? Hearing us? Good morning. Well, I think yes. I think yeah. You got to settle in there. Yes, I think it's a different thing. Yeah. So as soon as we get them coming through,
You still having chat?
yeah, they still having chat.
Yeah, so that's
the election. It's not easy, but yeah. Let's see who can bring your life on air. Yes, yeah. Anyway, nothing go on the air. Don't be afraid. Well, just say you're behind the scene. Nothing go on the radio. Yes, that's all cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. Are you hearing us now? Good morning to all of you in there. Now, anything you say goes on the air. Good morning. That's good. But anything that balance, those are mills.
I was thinking that is beautiful voices. Yeah, but anyway, let me say good morning to all of you for coming out this morning. I mean, even though O'Neill is looking for gender balance, I'm impressed that we have four brilliant women lawyers here with us this morning. So let me say welcome to the TBS, and it's great to have all of you here this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're happy to be here.
Great. So let's match the faces of the name. Let's do a round table. Just introduce yourself for the benefit of our online viewers and those who listen up to the radio.
Okay, my name is Ade, Councillor Ade Wedekekule. I am the chairperson for the Media Relations Committee
Okay.
of the bar.
Yes, the next person.
Pasia Harris, Antonia Law, member of the Media Committee.
Okay.
Okay.
My name is Kim Amelia Harris, Councillor at Law, co-chairperson for the Elections Committee of the LMP.
Good.
Best Secretary for the Elections Committee, Liberia National Bar Association.
Great. Well, so before we maybe go into the the meat of the discussion. On a general note, Councillor Kekula, how is the bar?
Oh, the bar is doing really, really great in high spirits for convention next week.
Mhm.
So we're doing good, doing our little bit to help this country.
Okay, what do we expect in the coming days?
Okay, so as it happens every year in November, the Liberia National Bar Association goes to convention uh, towards the end of every November.
Mhm.
And this year happens to be a special year because besides the our regular convention that we go to every year, this is also elections year. So there are two, um, okay, actually we are three who
Mm.
are from the elections committee, and at the appropriate time we will talk more about it.
Mhm.
Okay.
But the Liberian National Bar goes to convention next week. We leave here on Thursday. I leave Montserrat on Thursday, the 28th of November.
Okay.
And the activities actually begin on Friday, November 29th. Never mind, it's a holiday. It's going to be a full working day for the bar. And it's going to be our regular activities, starting with keynote speaker,
Mhm.
um, who is going to be the vice president of this republic. And the convention is being held under the theme consolidating efforts to strengthen quality judicial services to increase access to justice for all. So we're gonna have the keynote speaker. We're gonna have a lot of guests from both from the diplomatic corps and pastors. I mean, sorry, and partners and
Mhm.
other high-profile people from the judiciary, including the Supreme Court bench, and all of those people are going to be making statements and we are having complimentary greetings from a wide range of our guests. And then after that, we're going to go into the actual regular stuff, those the CPDs and all those things. And let me stop here. And Fasia is going to take over
Okay.
from there.
Yeah, so from where Fazia will be picking up, where's the venue this year? I didn't hear
Oh,
you mention.
sorry, Fasia also say that.
Yeah.
Okay. The media the media team.
Mhm.
So please play
So,
a please,
like
please play a role. Okay.
Councillor Kekula said, we will be in Nima County. So Nima is hosting the bar this year. So all of these activities, as mentioned, the official opening ceremony, the elections process is going to be happening in Nimba County. So we arrive on the 28th, and it is expected that all lawyers will be in attendance
Mhm.
at the convention this year. And we already, as a lawyer, you already know the lawyers already know the requirements.
Okay.
So the fees that are required to register in order to allow your participation
Mhm.
in the activities this year. And it's very important because it's elections year.
Mhm.
So we know that lawyers across Liberia, members of the bar are in high spirit, and we all going to be in the County to go through our yearly event, but also elect the new core of officers that's going to steer the affairs of the bar for the next 3 years.
So normally, I know this is double because of the convention and then the election is happening. But let's talk about mainly what are the key things that you do as an association when you go to convention.
So we go to convention. There's an opening ceremony that's open to the public. When I say public, meaning invited guests
Mm.
who are non-lawyers. Councillor Kekula mentioned that we're going to have our partners, members of the government officials, probably that are invited, the international communities, and then there will be complimentary speeches, and there will be a guest speaker who's going to speak to everyone. And after that, opening ceremony, then we go into the CLE process where we have different topics being presented by lawyers on particular, in different with different expertise. Sorry,
Mhm.
and then that process is where we get our credits. Yeah, they continue learning education. So it is required of a lawyer to be able to complete a certain number of credit every time before you get your license. So we know that in January we will be going to the bar again to apply for our lessons for 2025. So it's important that if you haven't accumulated the required credits that's needed, you need to be at the CES
CLE.
CLE, sorry, on the continuous learning education section to be able to acquire the needed points. And after that, then we take reports, the leadership reports to the membership of the activities over the period of time. So interestingly, we're going to be having, it's yearly report at every convention. There's report, but I'm sure it's going to be a cumulative process. So we'll be hearing from the outgoing leadership all that they've done over the last 3 years when they were in position, and right after that, we go into the elections process.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what roles are commonly contested in by association for those who listen? Yeah.
All right. So at
Okay,
this
so
point,
but before we go there, let's just say who the convention speaker is
Okay.
before our
Okay.
colleagues come in, because they
They're
are from
responsible
the
for that.
elections committee,
Yes.
so they will be saying more about what the elections, saying more about the elections. But our keynote speaker this year is the Vice President of this Republic, Honorable Jeremiah Kun.
Okay, he's a keynote speaker. Yes, let's go to the commissioner now. Let's look at the various roles that normally contested in the by association. Like otherwise, other elections will have more than 6, 7 positions to be highly contested for. What are the roles contested?
Okay, again, I'm Councillor Kim Harris and co-chair for the election committee of the Liberian National Bar Association. So the electable roles are national president, national vice president, secretary general, and treasurer.
Okay.
Those are
Okay.
the roles that are being
Positions. Yeah.
contested for.
Okay. Okay. Yes, let's look at the significance for the legal profession. What's the importance of these various positions, how they contested for legal profession? Someone is listening out to the radio. We want to know what is the significance of this election for the legal profession.
Okay, so the association itself promotes the science of jurisprudence science when it comes to the legal profession. So it brings together competence, knowledge, and skills of lawyers in the Republic of Liberia. And so the structure is such that they have a national secretariat, and the president oversees the secretariat. So the president runs the secretary of the bar, and he appoints those officers. So it's a matter of having a structure in place where lawyers can come together and recognize the different activities. So the national president, for instance, at the convention, all activities of the bar, convention, assembly, he resides over all of those sittings.
How many candidates thus far? You care to make
For the
mention
national
that?
president, we have 3 candidates. For the national vice president,
You
we
can possibly
have
make mention of the names.
yes,
I think it's
yes.
important. Yes. Mhm.
As the co-chair, I don't want to call their names.
Okay,
Yeah.
co-chair.
So I'll
Okay,
just
maybe
give you
the
the
legal
numbers.
person will come to
I'll
that.
just give you the numbers. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe Fasia or
Yes.
maybe
So,
Fasia can
Pastor should
comment.
do that. Yeah.
Yes, but I'll just give you the numbers. Or maybe Barry, you want to continue with the numbering? I've already mentioned that of the national president and then the vice
How many
president.
candidates are we talking about?
For the national president, 3.
3. Okay.
And
3.
then
So for the so again, I'm Councillor Beryl Best.
Okay.
So for the vice president, we have five candidates. For the treasurer, we have 2. For the secretary, we also have 2.
Okay. President 3, vice president 5, treasurer 2, and the SG
2.
2.
But this election will be
no,
tense.
no web ballot in this case.
Okay,
No,
so just on another note, so this year, the last time we had our election 3 years ago, we also had people vying for executive council positions. But our constitution, the constitution of the bar, have been amended to reflect that executive council members now be presidents of the various bars, local bars. So, for example, we have the general bar, the national bar, the Liberian national bar that spearheads all the different bars. So we have bars from different counties. So we have bars from Lofa, Nima, Montserrat, and all that. So now our constitution has been amended to reflect that all the executive council members, those who are in decision-making authority, will now be presidents of those various local bars.
Okay.
So this time around, this election year, we don't have people vying for positions of executive council members.
Okay.
We just have strictly national president
vice president, treasurer, and secretary.
So, like for example, if you are president of the Nimba Bar Association, you
you
become
automatically
council
become a
member
member of
automatically.
executive council director.
So let's look at the criteria. What qualifies people to run for these various positions? For example, the president, the vice president, the secretary general, and the treasurer.
So, of course, you have to be a lawyer, and pursuant to the national, we have a constitution.
Okay.
Pursuant to our constitution, you must have your valid license, like Fasia mentioned. So you can't attend the convention if you don't have a valid license, if you're not in good standing. So generally, good standing. So good standing encompasses your valid license and your CLE credits.
Okay. Let's go back to Francia. It's important for the listening audience. I'm receiving a lot of text messages. They
They,
want to
they want to know
know.
the
They,
candidates.
they have no voting rights,
They
but
have
they
no,
just
that's what I'm gonna say. But anyway,
no voting rights. They just want to know the candidate.
so
Yes.
lawyers are members of the public, so I
Mhm.
know that they're interested in the
Mhm.
LMBA elections. So for vying for the presidency of the Liberal National Bar Association 2024 elections, we have Councillor Bono M. Vama, Councillor
Correct.
G. Wilfred Alfred Sayed, and Councillor Preston Chiedo. Those are the three presidential candidates that are in the elections, the 2024 elections. For the vice presidency, um, we have five candidates, as was mentioned, and we have Councillor Alhaji Swawulu A. Sise, sorry, Councillor Bobby Livingstone, Councillor D.S. Mohammed Sharif, Councillor Evelyn La Konglo, and Councillor F. Chua Lawson. Those are the five lawyers, councillors and laws that are vying for the vice presidency. And for the position of Secretary General, we have two candidates. We have Councillor Elisha T. Fokeya Senior, and then we have Councillor Frederick L. M. Gbemi. So those are the two candidates for the Secretary General position, and then we have the Treasury position, Anthony Yense K. Horton Senior and Anthony Yemi Williams Shibayo Williams. Those are the two lawyers that are
The
vying
treasurer.
for the Treasury position. So we already talked about, there's no position that's on on a ballot. Yes,
Okay.
so it's a very competitive elections.
I'm curious to know
And
how is it campaigning like? Is it a normal feel that we experience outside
no,
among
no,
legal
no.
people? Mhm.
Politics is politics, right?
Politics.
Everywhere. So people, the candidates for these different positions are out and campaigning. They're only campaigning to lawyers.
Okay.
Yes, so they're meeting, their colleagues at the different institutions individually, and so far there's no incident of any behavior, electoral violence, or any behavior that's unbecoming.
Mhm.
That's against the elections law. So far everything is good, and we expect that it's going to remain as it is, because you are supposed to, say what you would do for your colleagues or the bar, how you're going to serve, and they are not falling short of that yet. And
Yeah.
we
So
expect that they won't do that.
okay. So I know the election coincides with the convention. However, can you give a clear calendar for the election? The activities, maybe this period is for candidate registration, this period is for campaign, this period for election,
Yeah, so the elections committee will handle that.
Okay. Okay. So as you're trying to rumble through that, let's look at the impact of the elections result. What impact does it have on the entire bar association?
Well, any institution looks for competent leadership, and the bar has a constitution. It has a huge membership, and the bar is part of the judiciary, and that lawyers, right, they are officers, right,
Yeah.
of the court.
Mhm.
So it's very important. This election is very important as to who leads the Liberal National Bar Association, as always. So it is of that importance, because they're going to be providing direction for the bar, for lawyers. They're going to be their voice. The bar itself is a national voice. It's a voice of reasoning, a voice for direction across the length and breadth of Liberia. So we lawyers play a cardinal role in the democratic process of our nation. So it is expected that once we have a leadership, those in leadership are going to be providing direction for us.
So there's this question I want to ask. I know when it comes to categorizing the members of the bar, sometimes you talk about the law students, the attorney at law, the counselor at law. So who has the right to vote?
Mhm.
Okay, so in order to vote, you must be in good standing. So earlier, you remember Fasia mentioned about the continual legal education, the CLE. So there's always conducted throughout the year. We have different sessions where we do continual legal education. So every time we go for those continual legal education, there are new topics that are discussed because you know the law evolves. So new issues will always arise. Once those issues arise, there will be teachings from people from different expertise will come to lecture us on those, regarding those areas. So it helps to boost us as lawyers and prepare us for things that are yet to come. So as practicing lawyers, you have to be up to standard. You have to be in good standing with those credits that will be given to you. So in order to vote, you must be in good standing. And good standing requires that you have a certain credit hours and you have paid your dues and you are a licensed practicing lawyer.
Okay.
Okay. So
So law students, or that to buttress, law students cannot vote.
okay.
Okay.
Yes, I know that was going to be the next question for law students vote because they have to participate. They have to see the beauty of the profession that they're coming into. So all those things is just encouragement, but they're not eligible to vote.
So I understand. I heard someone talk about amendment to the constitution, the bar's constitution. How does it affect or change anything from the last election and this election that is coming?
Okay, so let me speak to that since I was a member of that Constitution Review Committee.
Mhm.
So what have been happening is that at every convention you have there are 10 seats voted for. I mean they form part of the executive committee, and most times apart from 2021, most times those seats were just people from the floor. People are just nominated from the floor. You have like very few people who were interested in being executive committee members. So you had a lot of nominations from the floor. In 2021, though, 2021 was the first time ever. It was a very competitive election, but for the first time ever, we had 21 persons um, um, applying, yes,
Okay.
vying for the position of EC, and we needed only 10 persons.
Wow.
Out of the 21, after vetting, 2 persons did not meet the qualification. So those 2 persons were disqualified. As a result, there were 19 people that went to the pool. And out of the 19, we got 10. But the the reason why there was a need for review and amendment of that particular provision was because if for example, Adewale Kekule is a member of the executive committee, she just goes to a executive committee meeting. I mean, she's nothing in her bar. She's just a regular lawyer. So I can go to EC meetings and make serious decisions on behalf of hundreds of people as a member of the executive committee. By the end of the day, I don't have to report to anybody. I don't owe anybody any explanation. I'm just a member of the EC. And members of the bar thought it wasn't prudent. It's good if we have people who are answerable to their colleagues. So that was why it was decided that once, that was why the constitution, that particular provision was reviewed, and it was decided that once you are a president of your bar, I mean, to become a member to become a member of the executive committee, you must be a president of your local bar, or the president can put forth a designee.
Okay.
Yes, they can nominate somebody else to sit in the stead if they don't have the time. But what that means is that even if they nominate somebody to sit in the stead, for every meeting, every gathering, they are answerable to their members. Okay, they have to go back and tell the members, okay, we had this meeting, we had this executive meeting, this emergency meeting, this call meeting, and this is what we discussed. And sometimes there are things that they have to go back and discuss, and you can solicit feedback from your constituency. So they can tell you, okay, we think in the best interest of the bar, we think you proceed this way, we think you proceed that way. Unlike before, where a member of the EC did not have to ask anybody, they were answerable to nobody.
Okay. Yes. So even though we praise the structural outlook of the bar and the organization of the bar, there is no institution without some level of challenges. So this question is for the election committee. Tell us what are some of the issues that could hinder the process.
So you wanted a timetable.
Okay.
Maybe we can also talk about the timetable after we address that
Okay, no
question.
problem.
Um, in terms for campaigning, people, I think people just need to, encourage their own people to members to position themselves and be in good standing. Um, so far, if you look at our timetable and the support from the bar in terms of finances, we are on course.
Okay.
The bar also has different standing committees, and all of those committees are taxed with different activities. They got a committee on, for instance, ways and means and social committee. So in terms of procuring accommodation, we are on course. Usually we transport ourselves to our conventions. So I don't see any major challenge. If there are any obstacles, those are the things that we anticipate, and we are in a position
Have
to
anyone
handle
breached
that.
any
In
ethical
terms of
guideline?
support
Mhm.
in terms of support to the commission,
Mhm.
we have always connected with the National Elections Commission, so they
Okay.
provide us support, they guide us in the process. We will be
So
having
that is technical support.
yes,
Yes.
technical
Yes.
support, yeah, technical support. So we will be having some executive briefing committee with the National Executive Council of the Bar and the President, just to give them an overview of how the process will be like on the 30th of November, along with the National Elections Committee members that are giving technical support to us.
So one of the reasons why I asked about the election schedule is because sometimes maybe in a general election, they say, for example, campaign has not been declared open, so maybe a candidate is not supposed to go on air to be preaching why they want to become president of the bar and all of that. So that was one of the reasons why I asked.
Yeah, so other Councillor Kekula also mentioned that people have been very responsible. The guidelines were published in time, and so far the candidates are really, really, following our guidelines. Currently, campaigns are open.
Okay.
Yeah, so we haven't had any skirmishes or any electoral violence, and people have been advised to refrain from using languages, that could, give rise to altercation between they and another candidate. So all of these things are under control. We haven't had any reports so far.
Yeah, but basically we just a beautiful organized body.
Anything
We
coming
have a
like
beautiful
But
organized body. We cannot
that's the
be
fun.
lawyers and
Yeah.
be lawbreakers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we try to control ourselves and conduct ourselves in a proper manner.
Okay.
And
So
just to add to that, the councillor spoke about the whole process with um the EC, the constitution reform. So recently, all the bars, the local bars conducted elections.
Okay.
So as we speak, all of the local bars have presidents elect, vice president elect, secretary general elect, and all of that. So that was a smooth process that went on. Because before we go to elections, it was mandated by the leadership of the LMBA that before convention, all local bars should have conducted the local elections. So the local bars have completed that process, and it was such an interesting process to see,
smooth,
very smooth.
very smooth.
Okay. Do members of the Supreme Court bench
Like,
vote in your
so,
election?
so it was very smooth. So already those who are going to serve on the
EC.
executive council, the EC, they are already being elected, and just waiting the formal process to be inducted when we get to Kanta.
Do
So that
members
is going to form part of the convention activities as
do
well.
members of the Supreme Court bench vote?
They
Yes,
are
they do.
lawyers.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
let me say we're happy to say that we have one female president, Councillor
Right in
King
studio.
Harris, right in studio.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yes, the president of the president elect of the NIMBA bar.
So
Oh,
imagine.
really?
Blowing our own horn.
Okay.
So she's going to be a member of the executive council. So you see the beauty of that.
So officially, we'd like to say congratulations to
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Let's go back. I didn't hear you talking about the timetable. Probably
Okay.
within the time.
Okay.
Remember, within the timetable, we hear that
So-
you have a debate or not. So let's hear you.
You wanna
Yes.
go to there or-
You don't go to the timetable.
Okay. So item by item, so just bear with us.
Mhm.
So we had submission of candidates expression of interest that was Tuesday, October 15, 2024
Mhm.
to Friday, October 25th. Okay. So then we have publication of provisional voters roll that passed already. That was Monday, October 21st. It would end there Friday, October 25th. Then we have vetting of applicants, which happened on Thursday, the 31st of October. So the body election committee met and we vetted all the applicants and we took out and we selected the qualified ones for the upcoming election. So now we have publication of eligible voters that has also passed. It was Monday, November 4th, 2024. So now, canvassing for votes, the campaign period, that started November 5th and it ends November 28th. So as we speak, campaign is ongoing right now.
Okay.
And it's at 12
12
midnight,
midnight.
12 midnight,
November
the 28th of
28th.
November.
Okay.
And then we have, after that, we have publication of final voters roll, November 27th, which ends at 4 p.m. All voters must be in possession of valid license, LMBA license, will have receipt of your convention fees.
Okay.
So now on November 29, which is to come, we have the debate.
Okay.
The media team will speak a little bit about the debate, who all we've contacted to aid the process there in Limba.
Okay.
And then the election date is scheduled for November 30th at 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
1 to 5.
So the announcement of the final results will also be on that same day, which is Saturday, November 30th, 2024.
All right.
What
Great.
the number of persons voting look like? The targeted number of persons expected to vote. Can you say something about that?
So we got about 450 to 500 lawyers.
Wow, we are rich with lawyers.
Yes.
A lot.
But again,
Across the country.
Again, the good standing issue, we don't
Yeah.
know exactly what the number would be
Yes.
because some people some lawyers are still.
So at what point do you determine the good standing? Because if you did registration, was there registration for voting, like voter registration? Was there anything like that?
No,
No.
so
Okay,
what
so
they
just
do,
use the normal membership.
Yes.
yeah, so what we do, and then you also have to pay your convention fees.
Yeah.
So in order for you to go for the convention, you must be in good standing.
Since you keep talking about the convention fee, how much for the convention fee?
All right. So it's in categories.
Categories.
It's in category, and the fees comes with accommodation, the feeding, and all the other
T-shirts.
t-shirts, caps comes along with that. So for the justices of the Supreme Court, they pay $300
Okay.
as convention fees. The judges of the circuits and the other courts, they pay $250, and counselor at laws pay $200, and tuning at law pay $175, and then students pay $125. So those are the amounts per category. So you pay your fees, and we are expected to pay within time because, as we heard, the fees that are being paid by lawyers are that was used to facilitate the expenses of the
Lodging, the feeding, and
so
everything.
to allow the committees to work within time. But now, or latest, this weekend, we all should be, clear at least with the payments of our fees because they have to. The different committees have to do procurement. They have to get the t-shirts. They have to get our caps ready. The package for the convention, the accommodation, which is very important. Going to Nima County, and Nima is
Always busy.
always a basic place. We have NGOs, you have a lot of people going through the county and accommodation. There's nowhere outside of Monrovia where you have 100% accommodation that will take everybody at one time. So we have to pay within time so that we secure the venue. So that's an appeal to all lawyers. If you haven't paid yet, kindly, make your priority this week to be able to do your payment so that the committees can continue working.
Okay. Yes. So besides just losing the right to vote, what are other consequences if you do not participate in the convention, meaning you are not in good standing? What happens to you?
So you don't get licensed.
You don't get licensed to
You don't
practice.
get license to practice, and say for example, if I do not meet those requirements and I go to court, any of my colleagues my opposing lawyer can ask a judge that I'm not eligible to stand before the courts because I'm not licensed to practice. And it can be very embarrassing before your if your client is
But
there.
the punishment is
Very
great.
very embarrassing. Pardon?
The punishment is great.
It's lawyering. It's not a child's play. I
Oh,
mean,
wow. Okay.
you defending people.
So if
Defending
I
your
go
people's
to
lives,
court,
defending your action.
if I go to court to defend my client, and then my opposing lawyer raise the issue that I'm not in good standing, the judge should ask whether I'm even licensed to practice this court term, and I don't have. The judge should not allow me to plead.
No. The judge. So if you are accused of not being in good standing, he's going to ask. Look,
Where's
he's
your
going to give you a day in court. Where's your license? Sometimes the licenses are still being processed, but in that case, you have your receipt. So what you do, you produce a receipt.
Okay.
But other
Wow.
than that, you won't be able to defend your client.
All right. You won't be able
It's
to
also
defend
now a
that.
good reflection
Mhm.
on you as a professional person, because
Understand.
usually as professional people and even as lawyers, people come to you for solutions.
Okay.
And
So
if you handle your lawyers, if you handle your clients, case in that form and manner, it doesn't reflect good on the profession, but
okay.
on
Why?
you as a
Why?
professional person.
Why do you always have this continual legal education in your bar activities? I recall it's not only the convention, sometimes the law days,
Assembly
the
law
assembly, and all of that. Sometimes I remember Councilor Banks have been teaching us on topics and different lawyers. Why is it necessary?
It's because like Beryl said earlier, law is evolving. Okay. And we have to be on top of the issues for us to be able to adequately defend our clients. So that's why you see we have those continuing legal education, and then there are certain things. Sometimes the law appears to be in conflict, and we take those times to discuss those things and decide how we can move forward as an organization. So you find sometimes lawyers who are facilitating those CLEs. Sometimes you even find non-lawyers because there are certain kind of skill set that we do not have, and we invite non-lawyers to come in. I remember there was a time we invited um, Mr. Captain, and yes, yeah, there were several other non-lawyers who
The
who
land
come in.
authority,
Yes,
people.
the
Well-
authority and all that. But coincidentally, their boss is a lawyer, so it was just by coincidence. But even if he had not been a lawyer, he still would have come in to be able to explain to us issues about land, so that we're able to adequately defend our clients.
But just to add to Councillor Kepula, one of the objectives of the Liberian National Bar Association is also to improve access to justice. So if there are issues that are, reducing the time someone gets justice, those are some of the things we want to discuss as lawyers. So the convention or the assemblies, you have lawyers, sometimes even former justices will come and do presentation to the body, and then we ask questions. Maybe there is an issue with the law that is not very clear. Those are all opportunities to get a clearer understanding of the legal profession.
Okay, yes. So election date is November 30th. Yes, that is correct. Start from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. The debate is November 29th. Yes. Yeah, it'd be interesting if we can have the debate. Yeah, man. A lot of people want to see it.
That's why the media will be invited. So
So besides the media, we
And,
also
and,
have
and matter of fact, as a matter of fact, you are supposed to receive special invitation to go to that.
They might not have you're right.
but man, you know what? We discuss that off air.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, but let's see if we get a telephone lines activated. Just sit back as we meet your
But before
microphones. Yeah.
before we go to the lines, please, besides the fact that there are going to be judicial reporters who are going to carry highlights as they unfold,
Mm.
we also going to have veteran journalist John Colley
Okay.
from the
So,
LMDI, Liberia
Okay.
Media for Democratic
The end of the
Initiatives.
debate.
He is going to be, yes, he is
Okay.
going to be the moderator of the debate.
Okay.
And he tells us that it's also going to be aired on his partner community radio stations. So
yeah.
All right. Great. Yeah. Let's get some reaction from the public. I've been receiving a lot of text messages, but yes, the LMBA election campaign ends November 28th. Debate is 29th. Election is November 30th. Start for 1
And I
p.m. to
understand
5
one of the
p.m.
popular candidates is the current National Secretary General, Councilor Ponova.
Don't go,
we're
Cap.
not yet
Anyway, Captain,
campaigning.
real open. Oh, microphone still on.
We're not campaigning.
We have
Yep.
three.
What's your what you say?
We
What you
have
say?
three presidential candidates
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
as
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
announced,
three.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Leave that one
and
on.
five vice presidential candidates,
Mm.
three two secretary general
It's
for the
politics high in the
and
buy.
Wait a
So
minute.
say.
two candidates for the treasury positions.
You tell your stars who you want to
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
They were
Or,
sitting there, somebody
yeah.
call one candidate.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Let's get a live second. Difficulty, you know, legal man. What is so interesting, man? You just keep bumping my phone morning.
Good morning. I wish I were a legal man. I love this particular bar association because they highly respect it.
Thank
They
you very
respect
much.
themselves. This is why the public respects them. And thank you. Good morning.
Good
Now, my
morning.
question is, I heard from Marka Davis in studio that the tenure for the president is for only 1 year.
No,
If that is
no,
true,
it's one term.
It's
Not
one term,
you can
3
go for
years.
second
After
term.
3 years,
Yeah,
one term.
it's not 1 year, but one term. I mean,
one time. Okay, that's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. One time. Why so? And if it is true, it's impossible for somebody who served his or her 1 term before. Is it possible for the person to come back to become president again?
No, the
yeah,
Constitution
that's a very
provides
good and
for
technical
Yeah,
question. So
yeah.
they
the
will respond to
Constitution.
you.
Yeah,
The
one turn at
Constitution
one.
They're
provides.
taking note. They'll
Yes.
respond to you.
Thank you. Let's pick another caller. Good morning.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my question is, according to the general rules for lawyer, any lawyer who is not in a good standing or does not have a valid listing, is not supposed to plead for any court, any document or paper. Some our own licensed lawyer is speaking in court. The question is, if, for example, a lawyer was challenged in that request, it was held by maybe a federal court, and that lawyer was stricken, can the Supreme Court overturn that decision? That's my question.
Which decision? Okay, they will respond to that. The call 0770-202579. Again, 0770-202579, 0777-285-961. We have legal people here talking about the past convention as well as the election. So I don't know whether they will call it elective convention, the way we can do in the press union. We can say elective congress. So yes, you can call to ask questions, but in the meantime, we can open the microphone. They can respond to the other requests. I mean, questions asked already. Council,
Yeah. So
especially they may ask about whether if you complete a 1 term, you can say after some years you come back to run again.
no. You got you by the Constitution of the LMBA, you are entitled to 1 3-year term. And the second question that Mawolo asked, if you challenged in your you were stricken, whether you can go to the Supreme Court. No, all the Supreme Court will do will be to affirm the ruling of the lower court. I mean, you have to be licensed. I mean, you will even be brave to decide that after misrepresenting your client downstairs, you want to go before the Supreme Court to tell the Supreme Court you have some kind of right. That is, I mean, completely wrong.
Okay. Yes, let me take this.
Weigh in on what Councillor Kepler said concerning the tenure of the national president.
Yeah.
So she's right. Is a constitution provides for a 1 term, but which is 3 years. You're not eligible for election until after 5 years. You can come back.
After 5 years.
Yes.
Okay.
After 5 years of your expiration of your presidency, you can come back for re-election.
To run again.
Yes.
Why? Why is it? I mean, it's a little bit. Anyway, that's it. The law is the law. Yeah.
Okay. So the intent of those who framed the Constitution,
Mm,
maybe Macaulay can weigh on that as well.
mhm.
Maybe because there were just few at the time,
Yeah, I
but
would.
now the membership has bloomed.
Okay.
Yeah, so it could be one of the reasons. Yeah.
So there might be we can't say for certainty, but there might be a reason. That might be one of the reasons that we could revisit that provision. That provision was there. We believe
Mhm.
that that provision was there because at that time they didn't have a lot of lawyers. So they
Okay.
opened it up for people to come back, after 5 years. But now that you have more than I don't know how many lawyers in the field right now, why would you want to come back after
Yeah,
five
after
years?
5
The
years.
competition is going to be very heated, and now you have a lot of young people. Don't forget now the ratio of women to men. The
Yeah.
women are easier now in the legal profession.
No, I think the bar has to really look at that provision. Like you did some amendment recently.
Yeah.
I think I want to
So you
also
want to
be.
tell which component of our constitution
To
to amend?
You want to attend law school?
But anyways, the constitution is open for amendment. So at the point where the membership sees it necessary,
Mhm.
definitely like other amendments have been done, they will definitely look into it if it's an issue. Yeah.
Okay, yes, you can still put through your calls 0770-202579-07777-285-961. Yes, Council?
Okay, so there's a question by one Damana Al Adama
Mm-hmm.
asking about access to justice.
Yeah.
He says we're always talking about access to justice, and access to justice are not available in the rural parts of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so to address that, I'm sure my colleagues will come in, Adama, but let's say that we're trying, keeping people, sending people across the country for them to be able to provide access to justice is a hassle.
Okay.
So what government has tried to do is to provide what you call public defenders. You have public defenders, you have prosecutors across the country who are assigned at the circuits and they're able to assist you.
Okay.
You even have at the magisterial level, you have city solicitors at the magisterial level, and they are able to also assist you. But the bar is also making efforts to ensure that you can have even greater access to justice. Okay, so it's one of the efforts of the bar. They have legal clinics in several, I think, I don't want to be exact, but I think it's in 78 counties. The bar is trying its best to roll over to 15 counties where they have legal aid clinics where if you have an issue, you can always go there and they can assist you free of charge.
Okay, so let me do this call. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. My name is Sangar.
Okay.
I'm the official spokesperson for the candidacy of President Iwe for Outside. Yes.
Okay.
I want to commend my community Cecilia for the good work they are doing towards our convention and our elections. But my attention is specifically drawn to a statement that you made, Marka. That one of the most popular candidates for
The guy is you. My guy
I'm wondering when do you control your school to come out to that conclusion?
most of no councilor. Hello.
Councilor,
From who is popular with that popular piece.
okay, that's where you left me. But I was referring to in the media. That's what I was saying.
That one
Yeah, in the media.
That was unfair. I don't think it's
That's
my brother.
That's neutral. We don't have a voting right, so
Yeah, so
we don't have voting right, but it's a popular councilor.
What's your candidate name again? What's your candidate name again?
The last question.
No, I'm not going to call
Nah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
What's
the question? What was the question, Chief?
Not familiar with the candidate,
Okay,
but you get what it's saying.
What was the question? What was the question?
I'm not going to question you.
Okay.
Because I'm saying, as a journalist, be neutral.
Yeah, I just want to do that as a journalist.
Okay.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Chief.
but yeah, we don't have body right. Even the president of
Okay.
Liberia election can if a bigger party say,
Live
I think
to
this
No,
party
but,
will make a
the
better.
notification.
Well, let me hear what I want to say.
no,
No,
you
no,
can
no.
go outside. You
Well,
can go
no,
now.
okay,
Yes,
so
your points are
yeah,
correct.
I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
you
you
can
know,
carry
like
on.
They
Yeah.
want to get dressed like this. This one's supposed to.
No,
okay.
yes.
So I'll say even our PA election, if a councilor will say that this person will make a best president, your president, who hold an issue against him, they will go to the councilor, you have body right.
No,
I think you should
but
take
they
the
said it
president
in
up,
the
man.
media space. I don't know why I'm saying that. You know, he says he's a spokesperson for our whole
Yeah,
campaign.
but yeah, so
They're trying to do,
my reaction never go in there. So you got good luck. What
But-
did everybody say? Well, man, boys don't got no voice, you know.
yeah, they will not
Now,
know.
let me disagree with my good friend, brother Councillor too.
Okay, thank you.
Barker did not say Councillor
Oh,
Barker is the
that-
best candidate.
Yeah.
He said
We
he's
pay
popular,
money
and
for-
that is true.
Popular.
He's a very popular guy.
Yeah. Okay. So, Mr. Cody, hold on. So, the guys leave it. When these guys leave, and tomorrow will come with the two.
Yeah.
And we'll preview all the
Yeah, we don't
candidates.
want to dilute the full discussion
Yeah.
with
It's a
Councillor.
different thing, man. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
sorry.
Tomorrow
Go ahead.
we'll have. Yeah, go ahead. I don't believe you're saying.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so one of my colleagues will discuss that about the oldest. So Adama is also asking, what is the oldest bar doing to leave the two-room office space? So one of us is going to address that, and then he also asks, what are we doing to ensure that the rule of law is upheld? Now the rule of law, that's a blanket. So we just going to say a little bit because we're not sure, but of the particular part of the rule of law. If you talk about the police, the police doing the job is rule of law.
Yeah, it's
It's very, very vague. You talk about the immigration is rule of law. So
Okay.
we will address your second question specifically about the office space,
Mhm.
and then we'll talk about the rule of law. I mean, each of us can say something about that.
Okay.
All right, so there's a question about the bar office. So the bar currently is in work in terms of its own headquarters, and that is located on the RIA highway. And in fact, construction work has even begun. And this process started a while ago. So we are not confined or without a vision as the Liberia National Bar Association to leave the current premises on Ashmore Street. But the lawyers are working through the leadership to ensure that we have a very, very huge and presentable headquarters, and that work is on the way. And even if as you start to listen to the different candidates, right, who are vying for different positions, you may also hear about their own strategy as to how to move that process forward because it concerns the bar. And if you want to take on leadership, I'm sure I'm hoping that they will address it, but it's a project that is ongoing, and we as lawyers, we are concerned about it, and the past leaderships have been working to ensure that we continue with this work. So we'll leave that two office, as you put it here. We'll leave the two office space, but it's actually not two offices, not two room office actually.
You have a huge conference room.
Yes.
Yeah, so time is fast spent. Come do a round table. Yes, yes, as you close
So
up.
how much time are you going to give us back for the ones you
The remaining
Example,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
we are back and
What
forth
some of the debate? What say some of the
Mr.
debate?
Koti
Yeah.
and Councillor Tu.
don't worry, go ahead.
So are we going to get 5 minutes?
2 minutes each, no
Go
problem.
ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll start with the committee
Mm.
and then do we close?
Okay.
Yes,
The
just
committee?
passing comment.
Yes.
You say each.
Okay, so as member of the election committee, we just want to encourage all our lawyers out there to register so that we all can be eligible to vote for the upcoming election. It's an exciting time in Nima. And let me just say that the last time we had to go to Nima, I was in a situation that I couldn't handle.
Okay.
I was pregnant and I couldn't go on the road. It hurt me so bad because it's an exciting time there. So we all lawyers know the fun, the activities and everything. So we look forward to seeing every and each lawyer there. We ask you, we admonish you to pay your dues, pay your requirements so that we can elect our new leadership for the next 3 years. Thank you.
Okay.
My colleague has said it all, but she made reference to the last elections, and I like to also reference it because it was a very tedious time for us. I was a member of the elections committee, and Councillor Ali talked about, how we had 21 persons applying for the position of EC, and 19 went to elections. So we stayed. I mean, people voted from the afternoon hours. We will stay counting the ballot paper until 5 something in the morning, the following morning, Sunday morning, and then they announce the election result by 6:30 that Sunday morning. So I'm so excited and so happy and relieved that we do not have to go through that process any longer. We only have 4 positions. So I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in Ganta. In addition to going for the convention, it's also a time where you are able to meet new people or even discuss with other lawyers. And so I encourage all of you to please, make your good standing good, and then come to Ganta and let's, have a fabulous time. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Fasia or Ade?
Thank you. So we want to say to all of the members or the membership, entire membership, kindly ensure that you complete your payment, your registration process to ensure that the committee can be able to work within time. So we have a wonderful time in Nima County, and know that this is a process for all lawyers. So I hope you have your calendars already marked, and if you have concerns, you have issues, you have questions that you need to be clarified concerning the convention, you can reach out to the leadership, the bar office, or you can contact for clarity the media committee, and we can be able to provide you the necessary clarification. You already know our different medium of communication. So if you have those concerns, you can also drop them there. As you go along these media tours, we'll be able to respond to them. Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
so in closing, there was something inadvertently on our part. So we let me first apologize to that. We are not all women on the elections committee. Yeah, so we are a committee of 5, and of the 5, we have Councillor J. Daku Moba. He's the chairperson, and Councillor Kim Harris, the incoming president of Nimba Bar, is co-chair. I'm a member of that committee. Councillor Vero Best is the secretary, and we have another member, Attorney George King. So these are the other members. So it's not that we're all women. Yes,
Okay.
the women are dominating, but we are not all. So we just call on all of my colleagues have already said it all. So we look forward to a fruitful time, and we invite the media. I
Okay.
mean, we look forward to you helping us
Yeah.
making
Take
the
me to
bar
Ganta
better.
for the first time.
So
I've
thank
never
you,
been to Ganta.
thank you so much for having us, and we look forward to more fruitful partnership with the media.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Yes, thank you so much. I don't want to say I've never been to Ganta.
You know,
All right, see you in Ganta.
Okay, I know, right?
We're going for a break. We'll come back. We'll bring in our last segment, get on the Truth Breakfast Show 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. What went wrong with the national team on yesterday? We talked with Bill Nure and Milton Yoko after our break on the TBS.
I said, Chi, my son Teddy Rat can't. You not pay your EDC bill?
Yeah, mama, like, bro, I just buy my car.
You sure? How you buy it? Because ceremony, I see you moving from here, sir.
But I have to move from my house before I buy car. I use orange money right on my phone to pay my LEC bill.
Oh, so you can use orange money now to pay your EDC bill? I will not leave your transfer until you show me the code right here.
My Oma, the Tina, if you're using a USD account, just that *144 *141 hash. Or when you're using your AirRD account, that *144 *231 hash. Or better still, you can use the Orange Money app and pay your LEC bill right on your cellular bank. And the good thing is, with Orange Money, you can buy your LEC token with no service charge.
I said, my son Teddy Rat, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to tell all my friends in the market that we can use orange money to pay our EDC bill. Thank you so much. Do it all.
Tanu, Have you heard about EcoBank Back to School giveaway?
Chili you again. I haven't. Tell me about it.
Tammy, for every Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA, or rapid transfer transaction done at any EcoBank branch or sub-agent location, you can get a prize. So,
Will, I'm not understanding you. Tell me about the thing because my brother saying the children will be first thing tomorrow.
okay, oh, listen again. Whether you send money or receive money through Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA, or rapid transfer at any EcoBank branch or sub-agent location, you get EcoBank branded copybooks, pens, pencils, and many other items.
Julie, I get it now. I will definitely go to Echo Bank for all my Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA, and rapid transfer transaction. That is Echo Bank way of saying, welcome back to school. Echo Bank, the Pan African Bank.
Okay, so welcome back to the last segment of the True Breakfast Show 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. I've come across a very important institution, and let me say thank you to Joe. The call service to sevens Liberia, and these are things we should give more. Kudos up to service to sevens Liberia. All right, this group, they are involved into constructing hand pumps, fixing hand pumps, constructing latrines in needed communities. Yes, in needed communities, I want to make mention of. All right, hand pumps. The issue of safe drinking water and other things is a major challenge still in our country. If the pumps are all damaged, they are also involved into doing so. And if there are some communities who struggle with having latrines, this group, this non-for-profit organization, Service to Sevens, is involved in doing so. Um, over the coming days, we'll look for if we see we can have them in studio. How is it? It's free. Maybe take for example, Milton is in the studio there, District 6. Some part of King Gray is lacking of safe drinking water. Then Service to Liberia sees that the community is in need, is certainly in need, and they can place in a call. Assessment team will be sent and go and construct a free hand pump. If latrines, the community is also challenged. Service to Sevens Liberia can also come in. Maybe there are pumps, existing pumps that are damaged. Service to Sevens can also come in and fix them. I mean, this is very important. These are things we should give more attention to as a people and as a country. Politics just killing this whole country. That people just look for, I mean, just a safe drinking water. We'll still drawing for, well, borehole, where whatsoever you call it. I mean, so if we have more pumps constructed, it's something very important. So, if you are in need in a very strange community, I'm making all efforts to reach out with this organization to make sure that yes, if several community, I understand, are reading out the got social media. I mean, institutional social media, not just Mosurado, but grandkid mom, my Gibi, the work as far as Nimba County. I mean, service to seven. Thank you so much for doing much more for our people. Yes, 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. What went wrong yesterday? Someone said District 3. But let me just announce the International Children Broadcasting, the ICDB, what we call I is the international, the C is for children, the D is the day, and the B is for broadcasting. The International Children Day of Broadcasting. The registration is now in progress. Those of you who want to send your kid to Truth FM every December, you have the children on the radio. All right. All you have to do, you can call 0770-153-265, for to register your child, but he or she must be able to read and write. Some of us came through the ICDB. Yes, we started from the Children Broadcasting today. I mean, we're making major progress in our country. So every year we have the Children Broadcasting Program, the ICDB. If your kid is interested, you can sign up with them for the registration. Call 0770 153 265 961, the heart and soul of Liberia. I was watching the game on yesterday. In the 6 minutes, In 5 minutes of the game, the Liberia versus Algeria. Let's talk a little bit of sports. Let me just calm down the city a little bit. And I want to say thank you to, in a minute, let's say thank you to fire service. I've been receiving lots of calls that fire service have now backed up from the Ministry of Transport inspection a little bit. That's why the role of the media. Y'all please listen to us. The country is full constrained. Everything tight. You can't carry raising revenue all at once. It's good to collect a lot of revenue from your citizen, but do at the rightful time. Transport come out, prices can come out at the same time. So after transport, by December 7th, fire service can come in force. And if someone present a fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher is for the safety for the car. Don't compare them, say you have a specific one, they should buy it from this other area. But in the meantime, thank you for listening. I've been receiving calls. The team from the MVTC have left. Uh, they the Gabriel Johnson Tucker Bridge, the one we call New Bridge, the fire service team are a little bit back off. I'm yet to hear from the 540 in Concord Town. Yes, just please hold on a little bit. Look at the city. Our lawmakers are not even working. They are not working. ECOWAS, the parliamentarian got so angry and left with no one listening to them. I'm yet thinking about if we do have a problem, some of you run to the same ECOWAS. That's how the whole country is just a standstill. Then don't put the burden too much on the people. Let's do a little by little. That's how we want to run the country. Because for the three of our lawmakers, don't go to section. They just, sit in a John chamber, not on the gavel of the speaker. Up to now, a national budget has not been submitted. So the whole country is, I don't want to say a standstill, but meanwhile, if you're collecting, you as a human as a whole, a Liberian man, if working with fire service, someone tell you say we'll have different fire extinguisher, it's for that safety for the car, and you want to see receipt, it's in the car, and allow the vehicle to go. You don't push the citizen too much. You don't push the people too much. Let me just hold on a little bit and move on. So watching the game on yesterday, still hope because everything now in this whole country will hope. Everything is outsourcing. Immigration are outsourced resident permit. Foreigners living in Liberia now want resident permit can go to the Indian. Indian people not giving resident permit. They outsource that. So you should all outsource that whole house of regulation. You outsource it too. Let's outsource it. Let's see how you feel like. We're outsourcing everything. Then have your own professional citizens. The last time I saw AMA University graduate 500, how many graduates? Stars is about to put up another graduates. Every day people graduating. Then what is happening with our country? So fire service, please. I know you want to do your work. Just hold on. Yeah. Let's move on. So watching the national team playing yesterday, this is a team that credit everything. The national team of Liberia, you don't blame the boys, but down they don't have it. To sleep in the hotel, they credit. To get ticket, they credit. The Liberia. The game we play against Togo, yeah, 1-0. Corina Hotel was almost trading out. They got something like bro called eat and worry. If you're not eating, you're worrying. We got to credit again. The boys ain't playing under this kind of condition to play. While the country, they have everything. In the first 5 minutes, we have a very beautiful set piece. And guess what? 6 minutes before I bring on Milton, I'm trying to set the pace a little bit. 6 minutes, Devantier will have signed a good deal in Czech Republic for Sparta Prague. Left foot, I haven't seen very gifted left footer. Flip the boy, a miss kick from one of our players, and Samson Due. That was a beautiful goal for me. Since I've been seeing the Lone Star playing, that was the best goal in 5 years' time. Go and argue. You can pay a national team. Don't argue with me. And the best goal I've seen for Lone Star score by Samson Due against a top-notch team like Algeria. That was a beautiful goal. Imagine 6 minutes. Then I'm here in Vero's chat room, seeing comments. How long will that 1-0 be? I mean, you taking the worst day for your own country, oh God. And we got defeated in that kind of manner. But folks, the big deal behind this whole thing is how the national team, a sharp 9:10, I'll bring on Milton. Then I'll bring on Bill Newer to bring this interview together. Bill is all the way in Switzerland. Yes. And Milton Yoko is in Monserrato, Monrovia, Liberia. Yes, that's a good interview. Milton incoming representative. So we lost the game heavily defeat. And I saw one post from the Inquirer. One caption said, "Our dream of reaching the outcome have now come to an end." That was also on the back page of the Inquirer newspaper. Lone Star joining to the AFCON Morocco 2025 have now come to an end. So I have two good guys with me. One is in Switzerland. He's a sports administrator, Bill Nure. One time of the national team, Sekou Bamba, Bill Nure. And Milton Yoko, a big time football follower in Liberia. Milton, good morning.
Oh,
Bill,
I'll
I'll
get
get
to
to
you
you shortly.
shortly.
Just
Just
stay
stay
on
on
the
the
line.
line.
Milton, good morning. Welcome to the True Breakfast Show.
Good morning, O'Neill, and thank you for the opportunity again this morning. I'm grateful to be here.
Okay. Let me also say good morning to Bill Nure. Sekou Bamba, remember the time you're playing? Formerly of Mata Barrow. Sekou Bamba, Bill Nure. Good morning, live all the way from Switzerland. Good morning.
Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning. Good morning.
Okay. What time is it? It's 9:30 in Liberia. What time is it in Switzerland? It should be 10:30. Am I wrong or right?
Yeah, you are right. You are correct.
Okay. Yes. So let's make this fruitful. I'm going to start out with you, Bill. Watching the national team, what runs through your mind? This was the national team also represented.
Actually, watching the national team today is kind of it's sad a little bit because the player does not have enough preparation.
Mhm.
And when you don't have more preparation, you don't expect big result from a big side like Algeria, you know. So what I would think is to keep these guys together, keep training with them and don't change nobody, don't change nothing, and then keep training, play more games, play more leagues, play more tournaments and stuff like that. And I think they will get to know one another to play more.
That's part of the team, the constraint the players went through. You think that team you saw on yesterday in years to come could make a better with Thomas Kojo?
Oh yeah, look, I trust the ability of Thomas Kudu. Thomas Kudu know the players, you know them, and that team yesterday. You see, I always say football is motivation. You just need to give this man, these guys, what they entitled to, their entitlement, give them their entitlement, and then obviously they will be free to play the game. You can be playing with you get you get something, some issues, some problem to solve. You got small money, and then you're going to play for the national team, and you expect to play all up. Yeah, we'll play for the national for the family. But I mean, try to motivate one way or the other, you know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, before I bring on Milton Yoko, Bill, during your time playing for the Blues Town, what a similar occurrence? What the national team will be playing? Say, we begging the hotel management. To keep the guys on camp. Well, until we pay our bills later on, still struggling for taking all of it.
You know what? Listen, at that time, everything was paid for. Everything was always paid for. Nobody was always coming to saying that, "Oh, okay, well, your hotel bill is due and stuff." No, it was already paid for, you know, because I mean, at that time they had some fun drive, and then so they had they had some money to do all of these things ahead of time.
Great. So Bill still on the line as I bring on Milton Yoko. Milton, good morning. Good morning to you. Welcome to the True Breakfast Show, Milton.
Good morning again, O'Neill, and I say thank you for this opportunity for me to appear on your platform. I'm quite excited when I appear on this platform, especially to talk about national issues. So I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to come here this morning and talk about some of our nation's issues that are taking place nowadays.
Okay. Bill, are you hearing Milton?
I'm hearing Milton. I'm hearing Milton.
Okay, great. Stay on the line. That's good. Milton, you look so downhearted. What's happening, man? This is the national team, man. You just listening out to Bill Newry.
It's always frustrating. Something that's supposed to make you happy when it cannot make you happy. You always feel that uh, there is no hope. But then you don't have any other alternative. You just have to take it because of what you have. We all love our national team. Our passion is football. We have a national team that go to competition, and whenever they go to competition, they come back with bad results. When you know that there are simple things that need to be handled to make the national team effective and bring the result that we need, sometimes you feel bad. And there where some of us find ourselves. So every time when we are out of a major competition, we feel bad. I actually wanted to be in Morocco 2025.
You expected anything for the result yesterday prior to the game? Maybe I could ask Bill the same question.
No, it was not strange to me. It was
Uh-huh.
not actually strange to me because
Why?
I've always told people Liberia issue is not coach.
Mm-hmm.
Liberia issue is not coach.
It's not coach. It's
There are a
what?
lot of things that we need to do in this country. Two persons responsible for Liberia issue. One had to do with the football horse, another had to do with national government. Everybody had to play their part. And when they are playing their part, if it works correctly, then we'll get a better result we need to get. But if one side is playing their part and the other side is not playing their part, it will be hard for you to succeed in what you want to do. You understand? So Liberia have a serious matter. I hear people saying, let's stay outside of competition. It makes no sense to me for people to say we should stay out of competition. If you stay out of competition, there are other consequences. The small one for us to just control, we are not able to control it. Then you want us to stay out of competition. Country that stay out of competition was able to invest and invite bigger country to come to that country to play football. But Liberia, we cannot just buy a plane ticket easily for our country national team to travel to another country to play. But then we say we stay out of major competition. Can we bring Real Madrid to play against our team? Can we bring Ronaldinho in Liberia to play against our team? It will be very difficult. In fact, what I noticed is if we stay out of competition, that will be the depth of football in Liberia. Because basketball, for example, basketball is not in major international competition. How many times you see government pay attention to basketball? They say, let's develop basketball. Let's use basketball as a case study. Basketball is not in international competition frequently. Is Liberia investing money into basketball for basketball to grow? No. So, like I said, the two people responsible, the Liberia Football Association and the national government. Thank God. Now, Big Brother Bill was saying that they should keep the national team together. They cannot keep national team together. They are professional people. You can't keep national team together.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that team, when you say Bill, explain yourself. What do you mean by that? Milton says it's not a national team. What do you play the game at the top level?
What I was saying, I'm talking about the local base. You can keep the professional guys together. They'll come to the teams. But the local base, you have to keep the local base together, keep them playing the small tournaments around for them to get used to themselves. That's what I mean. Yoko, thank you.
Okay. So he said lose that problem is not the coach, right? Do you agree with that? Before go to him.
No. Is not a coach. I agree with Yoko. I agree with Yoko. Everybody should play their parts because when the FA alone taking all the load on the head, the youth and sport, what we're doing. I mean, other people come in and do their part too, you know.
Great, Milton. In doing that part,
so
what requires
now? Thank God, I can say we thank God we have a good FA president who willing to work with everybody, and he's doing everything possible to make sure that football can develop. As I speak to you, the National Football Academy of Liberia will kick off very soon at the end part of this year. National Football Academy of Liberia. FIFA has approved that will pay a coach for 2 years to come to that academy to teach. And the kids will live there. They're going to be selected from the grassroots program. They're going to be selected from Youth 12, Youth 15, Youth Youth 10, and Youth 8. And the kids will go to technical center. They will live to the technical center. All the Liberia government have to do is to make sure they feed the children. The children got to be fed 3 times a day. And they got to play football every day. They got to go to school. The Liberian government now will be responsible. So the LFA now is taking the responsibility that they will send the children that will be selected to go and live to that technical center, the National Football Academy. They will go to school. And then they will get buses that will take them to school and bring them back. They will play football every day throughout the week and play game every weekend. And then they will be transitioning from one stage to another. One group will be coming from Youth 10 to youth 12. Another group become from youth 12.
That is all taken by FIFA, right?
Yeah, the project, the FIFA had agreed, a Liberia own project,
Like,
but
bro,
FIFA had agreed to pay a coach through the advocates of the president of Liberia Football Association.
that's Raji, right?
Yes,
So who's
FIFA.
responsible for the case lodging and all of that?
So it will be the LFA. Now the LFA had agreed that they will feed the children, they will send the children to school. When your child is selected, your child will live on a
The
dormitory.
LFA is, yeah, I'll go to Bill Shop. The LFA is just crying for financial support. What do they get the funding from?
But the LFA have been doing youth football development. We've been running grassroots football. And if we want to build a national team, like I was saying, when people were talking about keeping the national team together, I told you, I said, because national team is a cycle. So anytime somebody can come up in a week time, 2 weeks time, 3 weeks time, another player can just come out and start making headline. So they will need to be included.
And what age range are you targeting?
So we targeting from youth 8 all the way to U17. And all the leagues are running now in Liberia. The U17 starting on the 29th of this month. The U17 National League starting on the 29th of this month. So what we can do is to build a football philosophy with the grassroots. So that's what we're about to do now. So the children that we need to keep together are those that are going to the academy. So you can keep them together. That group of people can grow up together as Liberians to get a fundamental of football, to get a foundation of football, eat the real diet, live the way they're supposed to
Are you
live,
serious
sleep
about
the way
this?
they're supposed to
Are you
sleep.
serious about
Rest.
this?
I'm telling you, very soon, people are going to be moving to the camp. The FIFA approved and accepted to pay the coach for 2 years.
It's a long range project.
Say that?
It's a long range project.
Yes, the long way project, because the target now for the FA is that in 7-8 years time, the country will be able to develop it, because the players are going there 15 years. If you add 8 years to their age or 5 years to their ages, you'll be what, 20, right?
Okay.
At 20 years, we want to have Britain players playing in the national league, playing for the national team. So the case from there, we will have to travel with them to different countries. So they play against top teams. We have to travel with them to different countries. So they play against academy. How we can develop them. That's the program we get. Other people will say you should carry on a different country, but saying we don't have money to carry on a different country, the LFA has agreed. The program has started already. They're facing a technical center now. They have closed the technical center down for all football activities.
On the Raji administration.
Yeah, they're facing it now. So we want to tell God, thank you. We have a good football president. Right now, ATS have been closed down to their renovating ATS. It's not FIFA project. It is a negotiation of President Raji, who talked to a friend from Morocco. They have agreed to face the ATS.
To renovate ATS.
Yes, they're going to face the place, put the turf down. They started the process already. The Alpha Old Timer fee. Also, as soon as Alpha finish the fence of that Alpha Old Timer fee, FIFA is breaking the project. The FIFA went to the office when they called it last time. They said they need a storage. They want to see storage in that place. So the president was trying to see how they can get 2 empty containers to put them to that place, so that because these are some of the requirements. The place got to be in fence, and you have to have a warehouse.
Yes, keep all of the kids there.
Yes, you have to have a warehouse there.
To play every day.
Yes, so the president has
how many years project?
It's about 5 years.
5 years. Let me wait right there. Bill, you listen up to Milton, right?
I'm listening to Milton.
Great. So this is what is happening in Europe. You in Europe there, you in Switzerland. I remember when I came to Athens in Belgium, I saw you coaching. This is what is done. And Liberia have the same thing. What's your prediction for the near future?
I would say bravo to what you go and said. The 17-year-old guys, when they go to camp, I hope they get that, keep them together, play football, drink football, eat football,
Yes.
go to school, come back with the buses. We got dual LFA get the buses over there.
Yes.
Bring them back home from school, bring them back to the camp. Because I think they will be using the center around Fendel.
Technical center.
So will be isolated from the Liberian public, listening to disco talk, disco music and stuff. They will be over there in that place. Oh, that would be a good one. And what I want to say, why you make all of the national team that just come and play in Morocco? If you put all your energy on the U17 players, these guys are already to the peak. Yes. Don't forget about them. You see, that's what I want to say. Don't forget about the guys that are already to the peak, because when there's an international match now, you're not going to put a U17 game on the field.
Yeah,
so you have to always get them around and make them motivated. That's my one point. But having the youth soccer, that's a basic. I mean, that's the backbone and the future of Liberian football, and I applaud that. I applaud that. But when you meet all of these guys that are already to the peak, I come over play against Algeria yesterday. You can't forget about them. and put all your effort on the U17 and U16 players. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, great. So Milton, in a little bit, I'm going to go into politicize a little bit because politics have not entered the football house, the LFA. Bill, I don't know whether Bill will care to comment, but most people, or there are some that just feel that Raji is the problem, and Raji is to say goodbye to the LFA. Others are saying no, Raji is not being supported. The national team struggles. They don't have hotel money. They don't have ticket, and this unfolds. So, what is your take?
I have said on several occasions, which gave President Rajiv the chance to 2029, because by 2029 or 2030, that's the only time he has. After that, he's not supposed to be in football as president anymore. So because of
Meaning
what
you
he's doing, yes, if he contacts, because what we're trying to tell you, we will love him. Yes, we will love him. It gives him the right. He said not more than 3 terms, so he has the right. So we will love him. We're trying to talk to him. Then the last time I said, when the president took power for the first time in 2018, the president now has opportunity to complete his 4 years. This is the only president that did not work for 8 months. Yes, 8 months into his 4 years, he did not work. Yes, the first term, and he waived that. He said, let's go to election. And we went to election 2022. He just won the election 2022. We've been working. Since the president been working on his leadership, let's look at 3 things. If he has not done anything possible, let's look at 3 things. One of the things he has succeeded in doing have been to provide infrastructure for the Liberia Football Federation. Today, you can see the SKD practice page. Today, you can see the Doris Williams Sports page. Today, you can see the TUSA feed. As I speak to you right now, the challenge we're facing now for all the leagues in the competition is because of venue. We got U15, we got U12, we got school league, we got 4th division, we got upper women league, we got lower women league, we got 1st division, we got 2nd division, we got community league. So we are struggling because there is no fee. So now the president is still advocating and talking to his colleagues. Right now, as I speak to you, the project is going on in Gantor. They're fixing the fee in Gantor now. The turf has arrived. They're fixing the fee in Sanibuli. The turf has arrived. So Rajiv is fighting that these things can be done.
That's the infrastructure. What's the other one?
That's just infrastructure. The next one is youth football development. Youth football development. In Liberia, people don't have time.
For youth football.
Yes, he has been able to create a platform for the young people to play. As I speak to you now, it's every community you go to, you see young people playing organized football from youth 8 all the way to youth 17 now. The young people are playing organized football. They are developing. Divantia then came from through that process. Today, Divantia is one of the best players in Liberia. Divan came from Masa Academy. It was that through Rajiv program in there. You understand? He came from Masa Academy. So
what's the tell?
The third one is the leadership, the transparency that he has brought to the table. Today, we all know how much come to Liberia to go to football. Under Mustafa Raji leadership, you can be able to give class subvention. We receive $1 million for operation a year, for example. LFA received that from FIFA. That money alone is not enough, but Raji can make sure the worker of LFA take pay for that money. Raji can make sure that we stay maintain the stadium. Raji can make sure that we stay play a league. Raji can make sure for that same money, the club receives subvention for that same money. Raji can make sure all the club still receive support for that same money that they are giving for us. Government money in other countries promote the national team. It promote the football development. They can give club money. Government in other countries can give club. Equatorial Guinea, the government gave the club money 5,000, 10,000 beside what the FA gave to them. So we are saying because of the management Raji is doing from past leaders, they were not managing this thing like this. So we'll find it difficult. So let's give it a chance.
You listen up to Milton Duko. Is Raji the problem for Liberian football? Yeah, it's Mustafa Raji. Maybe the blocking block, the man who's blocking the football business, the team is not progressing. Is he the problem? What's your take?
O'Neil, actually, I want to say I'm very sorry. I don't want to put my mouth into politics. I don't want to get into politics. I always did. I was always.
Okay, let me put it this way: could Raji make a more better thing and have more good vision for Liberian football?
Listen, you go have just said it before,
okay.
And I will always say that. You still hitting into the political side. You know, you see, I don't know politics in Liberia. We're talking about politics right now. They will get against you. There will be a hatred. and you gotta get two sides of people, and all of them they are my friends.
Okay.
I always like my friends. I don't want to.
So I threw the question the third way. I threw the question the third way. Bill Murray, lots of folks watching you on the social media. A one-time popular sound, the Lone Sound, Mario Barrow. Would you like to see Reggie going for the third term, contest again for the LFA president for the third term?
Listen, when it comes to New York City, there you go.
There you go.
When it comes to New York City, you go, there you go. I mean, we all have money by the law.
Good.
You know, by law, when the law says you can go and you want to go, there you go.
You're speaking like a scared politician, man. You got all the friends.
Man, I see him, man. I mess up with everybody. Man, they want to see football grow.
People don't know politics in Liberia.
That's true. That's true.
They get two sides, two three sides. And when you try to go into it, the other guy will be taking you to be somebody, I mean, your enemy. You know, they don't know about, because I spread myself now, some people will be getting hurt on the other side. The people are getting hurt on the other side, but I spread myself though. So I don't want people to do politics.
Bill, how soon? How soon I'm going to see you in Liberia? I know you come to Liberia every December for your diaspora tournament. How soon, Bill Nure, are you coming to Liberia?
I will be in the next 2 weeks. I will be in Monrovia to have the Liberian Diaspora International Tournament.
Good.
Where I will be having 6 teams coming from abroad, and then the rest of the teams coming from Liberia, from not Monrovia, but from the counties.
16. Okay, 16.
Yeah.
Which country are they coming from? 16 is coming from abroad. You make mention of that. I think that's good development.
I got 4 teams coming from Sierra Leone, Sierra Leone academies. 4 teams coming from Sierra Leone, and 2 teams coming from Guinea.
Okay.
I have to cut the short because I don't have more time on the field, and then I'll just move for the Liberian players, the young players to experience international games. You know, the one for the counties.
Okay.
Because we got a lot of almost 18 academies for Liberia, Monrovia. I have to do a vetting, and then we're going to play a 2-day tournament to form the 26 teams from the 18 teams.
What's the venue? What venue? What venue are you going to be using? Which venue?
I believe the Tusafi.
Okay, Tusafi. Okay. Yeah, okay. You come into my hometown. Maybe one of the games I'll just kick off. If I'm permitted to do so.
Obviously, you know it's your organization, your tournament. So it's always good to empower the youth, you know, to soccer. You know, find the beautiful game of soccer. You know.
Great.
Yeah.
Milton, you listen up to him. I think, what do you make of Bill, the diaspora tournament, bringing 6 teams to Liberia for the next 2 weeks?
It's good. Big Brother Bill have been doing that for a very long time. So I always appreciate him for that, because the thing about football is competition. So whatever competition comes is good. So to sacrifice and leave from where he lives to always come to Liberia every year to make sure that this tournament is played is a very good boost and support to the Liberian football. So I know the Liberian Football Association have always accepted that. They have always worked with him, and he's a good big brother, because to get interest in football is very important. He came here, he contested the election, he was unfortunate to win, but that does not mean that he cannot stay safe Liberia. He's still doing the same thing. Some people used to do these things. When people want power, they come to the table to do all these things. But once they don't get the power, they no longer do these things. But for him, he has been doing it. And these are things we need. We need more of this in the country. But my only concern here is, I don't know why you want to carry to the Tusafi. It's almost like an international competition. I don't know why he cannot negotiate for the SKD main page for us to use that.
So maybe y'all talk that behind the scene. You listen up to Milton. Why not the SKD instead of the Tusafi?
Oh, listen, I didn't really hear you because you're breaking up.
Yeah, he says a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. I would like the SKD's product page too. I ain't got a problem. So I just want to take it to the people. I want to take the game to the people, to the community.
I'm talking about the SKD stadium.
The youth playing. I ain't got a problem when I get the SKD's full page. I will take it. I ain't got a problem with that.
Okay.
You know, but the highest thing, I don't want to take them to Buchanan or Kagata because These teams coming from far distance. You know, when they come to Monrovia, they take it to a 1 hour drive again. It's tiring, you know.
All right. Great. So, Bill, hold on. Let's pick some phone calls. Don't go off the line. Yeah, Bill Murray, nickname Sekou Bamba. Milton Joko is right here. What will rule of the national thing? You better follow the discussion. Let's get some reaction from the public. This is the True Breakfast Show. It's 6 minutes up to 10 o'clock. My name is O'Neill. You can call us on 0777-285-961. Let's follow the conversation. Let's hear from you this morning. 0777-285-961. Milton has said a lot. His one pricing wouldn't relent whenever I place an invitation to him. Always coming. He loved it so much. A lot of things that happen with the national team. Bill Nuri is also all the way from Switzerland on the line. Let's get the calls coming through 0777-285-961. Good morning. Morning. Okay, you're not ready for the line. Please go off. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. Go ahead.
Yes, I say thanks to God. I just call on the platform for putting the national team together and encouraging the world to play football for Liberia. It will be good for our country. For every time we hear the defeat our country, it makes so much people. So thank you and come on wishing you.
Okay. All right. Good morning. Let's hear you. Good morning. Morning. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's good question. Now, don't answer your own question. Okay, thank you. Yes, listen up. Let leave the question with them so they'll be able to answer. Why Una Maserado content? Yes, when a clergyman is coming, it's Una Maserado. Why Una Maserado? Everything is Maserado. Well, 0777-285-961. Getting a couple of SMS. If can't get with the calls, we'll go back to our guests. We have 4 more minutes left on the Monday edition of the Breakfast Show. Milton Yoko is from the LFA of Alls. Bill Nuri, all the way from Switzerland on the line as well. 0777-285-961. Bill say what's up politics. Yeah, you don't want to go there. All the guys are his good friends. Yes, the cool, the Christian, Jeeply, we are there. All his good friends. Anyway, yes, Milton, you listen up to the calls. Why every Mozzarella? Everything, Bill, you answer the question to Mozzarella.
No, for us, we are extending all the programs outside Maserado, especially with the National Youth Academy that's about to start. The players will be recruited from all the 15 counties in Liberia because the talent development scheme that we have here is in all the counties. So we're going to be recruiting the players from the various counties as well to bring them to be on the football academy, the National Football Academy. They will not be only Maserado. Today, even the kids that traveled, the U17 kids that traveled to Sangar, they have some kids from Nimba, they have some kids from Grand Bassa that was among them. We are graduated from that level of using only Maserado. Every program we do in Maserado now in football, we try to carry outside Maserado. Why it is true that it starts from Maserado, but we're trying to extend everything now. One of the things that his president loves to do is the decentralization of football, and he has done that to the higher level, and almost every county in Liberia now can feel the presence of football development.
Yes, Bill Nuri.
Yeah.
That's responding to the question. But ask one of the callers. All of the
Why you want to go all the time?
Go all the time. The Florida guys, you bring it out from the country, out of the country, and just Maserati. Why you don't want to take advantage of the other countries?
Okay, very good, O'Neill. I actually got some of these questions sometimes when I was on most of the radio stations to decentralize the tournament, and for which I have done is a gradual process. I took teams from Nima County, Bon County, Magini, Grand Basso, Bomi, and just Nime to come into the tournament this time around. And now we're saying after this tournament, we may be able to take it to the counties as of next year. We'll take it to another county as of next year. That's what we want to do. So we want to decentralize it. So please send in the patient. We'll get back to you soon.
Okay. Bill, as we take leave of you, any final word from you? Probably this the last part when you come around, then we'll plan a couple of interviews with you as you try to close up from your end.
Right. I want my closing statement is to tell people, tell somebody to tell the person to come see them fast. They playing. They want to see to be more encouraged, and we want for the guys to play more. Let them play more. Let them keep playing more games. And I want to tell the people that the team that come to play, they shouldn't bring no overage player. When they bring any overage player, I'm going to tell you go to look in his database to identify the player if they are overage. So you will be there to help me as well.
No
Okay.
Thank
problem.
you very much.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Bill Nures. Yes, Yoko, as you try to close up.
We
Why? Give me two reasons. Maybe I remember in the serial politics and Bill saying you want to talk politics. I remember when the campaign was coming to a general election. Someone said, well, have a reason to re-elect George Weah. Give me three reasons why Mustafa Raji should be re-elected.
Yes, before that, quickly, I want to tell the Ministry of Youth and Sports thank you very much for what they've done. Even though sometimes there can be late, delayed, according to the information I got, the money for the two games that were played have been available. But the very day that morning when the team left, that's the time the money came. So, sometimes when the money available before,
I
you can
mean,
be able to
they
do
give
many
me
things.
already.
So next
I mean,
time they should be able to make sure that they make the
give
money
me
available
reasons
on
why.
time.
Reason why,
Yes.
why Mustafa? What's his middle name,
I
fact?
keep Mustafa R. Raji.
I Raji.
Yes.
Okay, why I Raji should go for the third term?
O'Neil, if you give me the time to keep stating why Raji should be LFA president for the third time,
Yeah,
we will not leave from this
just
studio. The winning league. Now, the winning league in Liberia is one of the toughest league in Africa. The Liberian National Women League. I went to the SKD the last time, SKD practice page. I saw the girls playing. They dressed properly. They well organized. Referees, fourth official, everything tight.
reason one. Reason
Women
two, quickly.
football,
Don't waste time.
yes,
Don't
women
waste time.
football are going to the higher level. Two, transparency. One of the most important things for which Rajiv should become president again is the transparency that he has brought to football. Rajiv has been very transparent to us. He reports everything he put into football to us. He publishes anything that has to do with money. The last time Rajiv was forcing the people, he said when you collect the gate intake, because every club collecting their own gate intake. He said when you collect the gate intake, you should pay the LRA fee. And another club collected a gate intake. I think they said they pay the LRA fee. And I saw he was doing the calculation. He said, no, the calculation you made to pay the LRA fee is not correct. You understand? So he told them said it means that you only pay LRA. So next time, make sure you calculate by the rate and pay that fee to LRA. So that only transparent people can do that kind of thing.
How many years to the election, in fact, as we close?
Roughly, let's say 1 year. We're going to election 2026.
1 year.
And look at one of the things Rajiv did. Rajiv had the power to include everybody to be eligible before election 2026. But what Rajiv did was, Rajiv said the people who supposed to get included, like the lower league people, they're supposed to get included so they can be eligible to become voters 2026. Rajiv said, no, I don't want people to say that I want the people to vote for me. So what we will do, let's go to the election 2026, then we endorse them now. Then the following election 2029 now, they can be able to vote.
Okay.
No African American power can do that thing.
1 year and a half the election, right?
Yeah, it's 1 year and a half election, but Rajiv will be president.
I'm doing a comprehensive review on the whole LFA thing.
Are you aware that the collaboration has separated, scattered?
I'm not aware of any collaboration because there was no people with Christian Weah and Kaseko.
But the collaboration is partner.
So listen up, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to be like a media person who taking side in that whole LFA thing.
Yeah.
That some of the stakeholders who love football have made some journalists to go in and defend.
They say they had a paper, but they were keeping it confidential. But the collaboration, but then to show that Rajiv is more organized.
I'm not seeing any document with Christian Weah and Kaseko.
But you need to call him to ask him why they separated. And you said it when the news was coming out that they want to form a coalition. You said it was soon. You said it was too soon. Let them think about Joseph President Baka and Zanakome. You said it right in the studio. I can remember, and we are come to what you said. So, Chief,
great. So as you close up, man,
it hard to find good people in Liberia, right? The election is 1 year and a half from now. It's hard to find good people in Liberia. When God bless all with one, let's continue to manage with that one. Mustafa Raji, very transparent man.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'll do a comprehensive review of the whole LFA thing. Thank you. Please take your call off the screen.
Thank you.
The whole LFA thing, yes. I will start with all of the executive committee members, the EC members. I'll move on to the vice presidents. What are they going for re-elections? I'll give reasons why. I'm doing a full comprehensive report on the LFA. Who are to contest in the LFA elections? Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Would you just one thing,
Yeah, Bill, quickly.
yeah, who are to participate as EC members?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying.
One of the things that's shocking,
Yes.
that one of the things that's shocking with the LFA today, the EC members, you should be, you should be, how you call it, someone that can spread the word able. Don't go and squash it from the government, I mean, for the FA.
Yeah. So Bill, don't push me on my own report I'm doing. Just with them. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Great. Yes. Thank you. I'll also do an investigation with the stakeholder. If the stakeholders is our biggest problem in football business in the country, the stakeholders. I don't want to say the stakeholders, but some of the stakeholders are making us to believe that Liberian problem now maybe will not be the bosses, but those who make the decisions. You know. But thank you so much, Bill Nure, Milton Yoko, with me this morning on the True Breakfast Show. I want to go quickly. I'm hearing some news coming up from the Liberia Sierra Leone border. What is happening there? Also, Liberia Guinea border. I'm going to use the next 2-3 minutes to do so before I close up on this Monday edition of the True Breakfast Show. Let's leave and go all the way to the Liberia Sierra Leone border. Madeline Sai is at the border end. Madam, good morning. Quickly, live on the True Breakfast Show. Morning.
Good morning, O'Neill. Good morning to the people of Liberia. It's good to be on the True Breakfast Show this morning. I was just at the border where we had students, counted officials, and the joint security. They are all there. The culture troop performing. They are all there awaiting the arrival of the president. And now we've crossed down here.
Okay, so is the president going by roll? I'm the noise in the background.
Yes, hello.
Yeah. So what's the program?
So I beg to leave you now. We've crossed the border because there's some sound of the drum they are playing, so I cannot get you.
Okay, so
rest assured that I'm going to give you updates on everything that's going to happen in Sierra Leone from now until we return to Liberia. So I want to say thanks to you and everybody. I know we're going to work together to ensure that the people are informed about what's going to be happening in Sierra Leone. So thank you.
Great, thank you. Be safe. Make sure you be safe.
Okay.
All right. Great. So His Excellency President Boyka have entered Sierra Leone already. Yes, it's confirmed. This is how close up on the True Breakfast Show. It's been wonderful to have you breakfast, and we'll be back on tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Transport continue your inspection, but fire service, please hold on, man. Please hold on. Thank you so much on behalf of the entire team. Joseph Cart, Ben on camera, Marka Davis as well. My name is O'Neill Roberts. Thanks to Milton Yoko and Bill Nure. Yes, we'll see you on tomorrow. Have a blessed Monday. Bye bye.